Yes! No!
Checkmate.
Hello and welcome back to the Free Game Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things budget gaming. But today, we're not talking about a budget game, are we, Justin?
It's not really very budget.
No. I mean, it's like $60.
Okay. Still?
Yeah.
Think?
Oh, yeah. It's still $60.
Not budget.
Welcome, Justin.
Thank you. Welcome, Holden.
Yeah. And welcome, Sarah, my wife.
Sarah's back.
Hello.
Here, scoot in a little bit.
Okay.
You
Is
gotta be a
Sarah
little
our
bit
first
closer.
repeat guest?
Yes. Sarah's
Right.
our first repeat
Nice.
guest. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Well.
what are we talking about today, Justin?
Today I'm going to tell you guys about my experience with Breath of the Wild.
Because,
Because, as you know,
as I know, but they don't know.
they do know. Because we probably talked about it in the last episode.
Oh, yeah.
But I borrowed the game and I've been playing it. And this episode is going to come out at the end of April. And Tears of the Kingdom comes out mid-May.
Yeah.
So we're gearing up for that.
Which I just checked today. We actually have the Friday off that it
Yeah.
comes out.
And I really hope it gets delivered to my house on that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because otherwise it's going to suck.
Yeah. That would suck a lot.
Lucky you guys.
You guys pretty excited for that?
Yes, we're very excited. Sarah and I have made a pact that on my day off,
Mhm.
I can't play it until she gets home because we want to play it like together.
Okay.
It needs to be
So-
a special
Yeah.
moment.
So Sarah's made a pact.
Yeah,
Yes,
basically.
I made the pact.
And you agreed to it.
I reluctantly agreed to
That's
it.
very nice of you.
And I'm probably just going to be playing Dauntless or something else
Yeah,
during the
because
day.
it's your day off.
Yeah.
And, you'll have this.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
because that's what you do in a marriage.
yeah.
Yeah.
You make
You
sacrifices.
sacrifice.
Compromise.
Yeah. Well, sacrifice. And you're drinking something.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That's pretty good.
Really?
I almost choked on it. This
That's how
is
good it is.
a Monster Reserve Orange Dreamsicle.
Ooh,
That
dude,
actually
I
sounds
love
so good.
I
orange
haven't tried it
dreamsicle
before.
flavored things.
I thought you didn't,
No, I love orange dreamsicle flavored things.
but not just regular orange.
I love
Oh,
orange.
No. You
I
don't
just,
like orange creamsicle though.
Yes,
Ice
I
cream.
do.
Ice
Yes, I
cream.
do. It's like my
You-
favorite.
You,
You remember when we
you
were
told
in-
me that you don't like one of them and you like the other one, so which is old?
No, I like orange, and I like orange creamsicle. Remember, when we were in Orlando and we went to the ice cream place. I got an orange sunrise
You
thing.
got a Dole Whip.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did. In the ice cream place, it was orange and
Oh.
vanilla. Yeah.
I got that.
No, you got the. No,
I
you got the
literally got that.
milkshake. You got the milkshake. I got a bowl of ice cream. I like orange creamsicle, guys. I swear.
All right. We
Um,
believe you, dude.
yeah.
You're pretty, fired
And
up about this.
the one thing that I don't really like the whipped orange Rockstar, which is crazy to you because that's like your favorite
That
thing.
is my favorite thing.
Because it's not really either or. It's not orange flavored and it's not orange creamsicle flavored. It's like this like in between sort of thing.
Perfect.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
But
it's
that's
a
just me.
perfect balance of. What's
yeah.
what's the in between?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's fine. We need to get into the content. 'cause-
Yeah.
All right. So what I've done
Mhm.
is I've played Breath of the Wild,
Mhm.
and when I started playing, I was taking a lot of notes about like everything, but at a certain point, I kind of just stopped.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, that makes sense because your exposure in the beginning is so much, and then after a
yeah,
while, you're like,
everything's new.
you're not writing notes about like, oh, I have a shield.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
also it got to the point where I was like, I would hit pause. I was like, I should probably take some notes, but I was like, I just want to keep playing.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll say
That's
this.
so
I'm going to
awesome.
start off with this. We talked about this in a different episode, but that one
Mhm.
hasn't come out yet. Twilight Princess used to be my favorite Zelda game because I
Mhm.
had played it the most. Now I've probably played Breath of the Wild the most, and it's my favorite. And I don't think I would have had to play it the most for it to be my favorite.
Yeah.
It's great, dude.
Is it like on a ranking of other games, not only Zelda games?
Mhm.
Like, is it up there?
It's up there, dude.
It's so
I mean,
good. It's
I
so
look forward
good.
to playing,
Ah,
Oh,
that's so exciting,
that's
dude.
amazing.
I think I forgot the case for the game,
That's fine.
but,
Yeah. And I don't necessarily need it back now because, like, what am I going to do? Like, play it when I have Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, on
You
the
know.
Friday that you have Tears of the Kingdom and can't play it yet, you might.
Oh.
Play Breath of the
As
Wild.
like a-
Yeah,
maybe.
but that would almost hurt more.
Yeah, honestly.
You don't want your
Yeah.
head in a different universe.
Yeah, you're right.
So, do you think that you'll like keep once Tears of the Kingdom comes out? Do you think you'll keep playing Breath of the Wild on top of Tears of the Kingdom, or will you just do like
No.
a full cutoff?
I'll probably do a full cutoff because, well, I might already have done the full cutoff because last night I beat the game.
What?
Whoa!
No way,
Yeah.
dude. Okay, so at work the other day, he was talking to me and I asked him like how many Divine Beasts he had completed, and he was like, like we can talk about it on the podcast. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, so he hasn't done all of them. But you had definitely done all of them at that point, hadn't you?
At that point, I only had one left.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And when I
How long did you play last night?
actually, it didn't take me that long because on Thursday I beat the I don't know the name of the Divine Beast, man. I can't
Which
keep
they're
that.
all really hard
But
to
it's the Gerudo one, the desert one. The
Va
camel.
Naboris.
Yeah.
The camel, Naboris.
Okay.
So, and that one. Anyway,
Yeah,
all right, we're
yeah.
getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
We're gonna start back
Let's
to
pace
the
ourselves,
moment
yeah.
that I started playing.
Yeah, just do it.
Perfect.
The first note I took was my stamina is very low. I couldn't even swim across a tiny lake
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Swimming, I never enjoyed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I also
it's
never-
not exciting.
Yeah, and I also never used one of those leaves to like use a raft.
I
mean,
never
I
did that
I
either.
didn't never do it. I did it once or twice,
Yeah.
but I always just opted for going the long way around or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really like the raft mechanics.
Mhm.
So I did that quite a bit through my playthroughs.
I think it is good. It's
yeah.
just you need the leaf and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you know, storage space was a
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
big deal at first.
Yeah.
I just like it in a game, especially like a game like Breath of the Wild. I like it when there's a problem to be solved in a way that's not just, oh, I'm just going to climb up this mountain and go fly over. It's like, I'm like, okay, I need a Korok leaf. I need to find a tree. And then I cut down the tree. And then I find the Korok leaf. And then I go back. And I just really like that sort
You
of
can
stuff in
do that.
gaming.
You can
Yeah.
just produce Korok leaves.
Yeah, I think so. I think that cutting down trees gives you Korok leaves.
Like the
sometimes.
big leaves that, Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't know
It-
that. Maybe
it
I would have
takes
done
a-
it more if I did.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
There's so many
it's
little
every
things like that.
few trees, like maybe if you're lucky, you
Okay.
get
Yeah,
one. But
yeah. But
So
that's,
you just start hacking.
I would just
Yeah,
find a
exactly.
bosque and just go at it.
At it, dude. So that was my first. No, then I learned that sticks break quick.
Oh,
You know, they're weapons, but they.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
knew that weapons broke in this game,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, they break.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when I first got out of the I guess these are out of order, I guess, but I got out of the rejuvenation thing,
the
or whatever,
cave?
the chamber,
Yeah.
and I turned around because I was like, where do I want to go? I turned around, I started climbing up the cliff behind it,
Okay.
and I made it up there, but it was too cold,
Yeah.
so I had to come back down. Huge disappointment.
Yeah.
But that's all right, dude. I love climbing. I climb everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like climbing.
Really?
Mm-mm.
It's one of Sarah's
I
least
climb.
favorite
I
things.
I
prefer to
only
swim
climb.
than to climb.
I
Really?
love
Yeah.
So
climbing.
you just like walking.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
She's a really she's a really horizontal gal.
I guess
you know?
I am, yeah. I don't like the vertical
Did
travel.
you like using horses a lot, or?
No.
I
don't.
love horses.
I did not, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So there's this thing that you can get in the, I think it's in the DLC only, but there's this like armor that you can get for your horse to where if you whistle, it teleports to your location. Your horse does.
Oh,
And so I used my horse all the time.
No, I don't think that's an armor. That's just a like part of the game as long as you have
It's
your
a-
horse registered to the
No, it's an
to
armor
it.
piece for your horse.
Oh.
Yeah.
you mean like no
Yeah.
distance limit?
No
On it.
distance limit.
Okay.
Yeah, it just teleports
Oh,
to you.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you remember
I see
that?
What you're saying. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I did when I first found horses. I mounted one. I made it. You know, I took it to the stable, whatever.
Yeah.
I named it. I can't remember what I named it, dude.
Something ridiculous, I can
stupid.
guarantee it.
But then I never even used it again.
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it was fine except for in the final boss fight
Mm-hmm.
when you have to be on the horse with the bow.
Your horse sucked.
Yeah,
what?
I didn't know how to control it. I was like, I don't know how to do this. It was so frustrating.
Yeah.
I literally got off the horse and just started running.
Yeah.
And then like the draft has to take you up eventually anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was so frustrating last night, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, this horse, I want to get off the horse.
Yeah.
And Ellen was like watching me play.
Yeah.
So I couldn't go into the winter place when I first climbed the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, fine, I'll go to the old man. You know, that's the first thing it tells you to go find this old guy. Actually, it doesn't tell you to do that.
He's just there.
Yeah, you just run into him if you follow the
Natural.
path.
Yeah.
And then I found the Temple of Time. And then I had my first combat experience. I ran into a gang of nasty boys after I found the bow and arrow, but didn't understand how to use it yet. Took him out, took a couple hits, unlocked a sweet chest where I got a spear, shot down a wasp nest. I put in parentheses, I learned how to use my bow. And got bomb arrows.
Nice.
Wow, I got bomb arrows pretty early.
Yeah, you get them pretty early.
Didn't use them though.
Yeah.
You know, had to
Were you an art? Were you a Fletcher? Did you like using your bow?
Yeah, I did. But I did like it, but I had to not use it until I started to make some money. You know.
Yeah.
Because arrows are just
so fast.
hard to come by.
Yeah, I ran out all the time.
Yeah.
So then I came across this super deep cavern that was like, obviously I can't go down there. It's too deep. But I also didn't even have a glider yet, so.
Deep cavern?
Yeah. And there was a couple nasty boys there. So it was this deep cavern between two areas. And this is all.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. You know where the old man's hut is?
Mm-hmm.
You know how you have to cross that little area?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I
there's
don't think
like
I've ever even been down there.
There's a cave that you can break with bombs. I obviously didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, so there were some
trees.
What are the mokoblins?
Bokoblins.
Bokoblins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different names for these. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so they were on the grassy area across it, and I realized the trees. Some of the trees were huge.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so I chopped them down. I missed the first one. It like went the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
But I finally got one to land on the cliff edge.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk all the way across this thing.
Yeah.
So I started walking on some of the other downed ones that had missed. And it's super hard. It was hard for me to like walk straight.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
on
like
a log.
practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I found that it's actually easier to just sprint on them.
Oh, yeah.
So I made it across the gap. I climbed up a tree and used my bow to take out the bokoblins. And then it's a really small area, so like I didn't actually get to explore that much.
Yeah.
So I just came back, and it took me so many tries to get back across that log. Like I had to like use a lot of checkpoints, you know.
Yeah.
And you found like old guardians pretty quick, you know. So I would always search them and get the ancient stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Until I finally found like a live one.
Mm-hmm. And did it just scare the crap out of you?
That music, dude, when it first starts up, it's like.
I feel like I hear that in my nightmares.
Yeah.
And then you just have a red dot on your head.
Yeah, and it's just getting faster and faster. It's horrifying,
so scary,
dude.
So I wrote that. One of them all of a sudden woke up and was attacking me. And another actually hit me with his laser and basically insta-killed me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then I found a big group of enemies, and one of the bokoblins was blue, and he also could one-shot me.
Yep.
So I was learning about different enemies.
Yeah.
I tried to use exploding arrows to blow up a red barrel, but the blue guy survived. So it was one of those where it was like a big skull, and they were hanging out the side of it.
Yeah.
And there's the red barrels.
The red ones are like TNT or something. Like they're bombs.
Yeah. So I used a bomb arrow. I got up into the eye. I used a bomb arrow, blew it up. And then I went down in there, but the blue one had survived.
Yeah.
So he just murdered me.
Did you know those like lanterns that hang?
Yeah, I didn't know that. In the eye of the skull.
Yeah, but did you know that you can shoot them down?
I learned
and then they blow
that,
up?
but at the time, no.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you also noticed that sometimes they'll pick up those bomb things and throw them at you?
No.
Yeah.
I just pretty much steered clear of those. Because I was like, it's just, if I wanted to fight, I was like, yeah, I'll go fight them guys.
Yeah.
But, the blue guy killed me. I did it again. I finally killed him.
Nice.
I had to shoot another bomb arrow at a red barrel. But then I kind of followed a paper trail to my first tower. I don't really know what that means, but I'm sure it was like just exploring.
Yeah.
Like seeing a shiny object and going for it kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, doesn't the old man tell you about the tower? Or no, does the tower... you just kind of
Well,
find
the first
it.
tower is on the Great Plateau. So yeah.
And then it goes up,
Yeah.
and then he's like, ho ho, and then he's like, get all these shrines for me, dude.
Mm.
Then
Yeah.
I'll give you my paraglider.
And then you climb up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see everything.
Yeah.
So
And when you light it and the music,
it showed. Yeah, it does like the tour.
Yeah, it's so cool,
Yeah.
dude.
It's super cool. Oh yeah, so I got the cutscene where it showed the big old red dragon head thing flying around the castle.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
scanning.
Yep.
Yep.
The big pig.
And someone was telling Link to hurry before it's too late.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. So this is what I wrote. Omen Owl or Grey Yoda brought me into the magnetism shrine and gave me my first spirit orb. So this is just my first shrine.
Yeah.
And they do look like Grey Yodas.
Yeah, they do.
And the old man conned me out of the paraglider.
Yeah, he does do that. He does do that.
You didn't think it would be that easy.
Yeah, because he's like, going to that shrine and you'll get your paraglider. There's a treasure in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a lie.
Yeah. He's just a liar. What a king.
Oh,
Right?
so this I wrote, I don't know if it was my controller or what, but I couldn't look through the scope of the Sheikah slate. You know, you can scope it.
Yeah.
It was the controller, like for some reason our Joy-Cons, it doesn't
It just didn't click.
It doesn't click.
Interesting.
So I had to use this this other controller that Madeline had.
Uh-huh.
And then, as Holden knows, the other day my dog chewed on the controller. He took off one of the joysticks.
Oh no.
So last night after work, I went to a couple stores to try to buy one. I finally found one at Walmart.
You must have been home late last night.
Dude, I got back to the shop at 5.
Oh my god.
Close to 5.
And we got off at 3:30.
And my keys were in the truck the whole time.
Oh, dude,
Dude,
that
doesn't that
is so
suck?
rough.
But
I
I
didn't
just-
tell Sarah this at all.
Yeah, so I lost my keys. We were about to clock out and head home, and I couldn't find my keys. Oh, dude. So I had to drive all the way back to the other location. I was worried I was going to have to drive everywhere because we had been to all the locations today,
Yeah.
or yesterday.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That is rough.
but I did find it. I went to Walmart. I bought a
Yeah.
controller, and it is a Breath of the Wild one, actually. She had an Animal
Ooh.
Crossing
Nice.
one.
Nice.
She still wants an Animal Crossing one, but I bought a Breath of the Wild one.
Yeah.
So it's fine, you know.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I like using the controller better anyway.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't do Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Because they're just
Yeah.
fickle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't
They're
like them.
meek.
Yeah. Meek.
So I wrote, later on I found another shrine by the ancient machinery with
Uh-huh.
with laser missiles. Oh, the ancient machinery with laser missiles.
Yeah.
Guardians.
Guardians. Yep.
Unlocking bombs, and even went back to where I crossed the gulch and used the bombs to break a bunch of rocks
Yeah.
that I knew were protecting something. Turned out to be a chest with 5 arrow bombs. So pretty good score.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Because I don't have that sort of like memory in games. Like I try to so hard, but it's really hard for me to like remember like what was the game that I'm just playing right now? Oh yeah, Link's Awakening. Because in Link's Awakening there's all these caves and you walk in and like I know what item I need to like do the cave. Like I'm like, oh, I need the slingshot. I'll remember that this cave is the one that I need the slingshot for.
Oh,
Never remember.
really?
And once I get the slingshot, I'm like, which cave was it again? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
and you don't want to go check them all.
Yeah. So
I do kind of get that, but that area was so significant to me for some reason because it was probably like the first problem that I solved.
yeah, dude.
And I was like, oh, you can actually interact with the environment.
Yeah, which is so.
Yeah,
It's such a cool part about this
pretty
game.
quick.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, I mean.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Yeah, pretty quick. Finally got my first Korok just by using magnetism or whatever to put one block on a stack of other blocks.
Yep. Classic.
Yeah, that was pretty easy.
Yep.
And then there was a giant stone monster throwing rocks at me.
Talus.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
never ended up even fighting any of those stone talus.
Really? Oh, they're so
When I was going
fun.
through Hyrule Castle, I came across one,
Uh-huh.
and when I found it, I actually realized I hadn't yet upgraded the Sheikah slate, like the bombs and the what's it called, stasis.
Oh, okay.
So I just left,
Yeah.
upgraded that, and then I went back in through a different entrance into Hyrule Castle.
Got it.
Figured out how to get the final shrine, got paraglider. Oh, the final shrine was tough because it was in the winter. You had to have a torch. It was like high elevation.
Okay, so that's interesting
Yeah.
because there's so many different ways that you can get through the wintry area.
Mhm.
You probably went about it the most challenging way, if you had a torch.
Yeah, which is really cool because like there's different ways. Like this game is so cool in the way that like your environment
Yeah.
can help you because like you can if you're cold and you hold a torch, you'll be warmer, right? But then also, did you ever get into like cooking?
Oh yeah. Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you could have cooked some hot peppers, which are
Yeah.
available there, and then
At first, I tried to just eat them as I was running through. Didn't work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't
Yeah.
work.
I
Then
just wasted them.
you
Yeah.
can also. I think that there's like one specific area really high up that you can climb to, and the old man is there. And he's like, "Hey, you came up pretty high up here for this. Here's a warm doublet." And then he gives you
Oh,
like a
really?
shirt that's really warm.
And that keeps you warm.
That keeps you warm.
I
too.
bet I know where that is, but I
get-
was running with a torch
Uh-huh.
because you have to climb every once in a while. It's
Yeah.
so challenging that I was like, I'm gonna worry about that later. I'll go up there later.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then later on, I think that it's in Kakariko, you can actually buy the warm
Yeah, and I
doublet.
did.
Yeah. So
Yeah. No, yeah, in Hateno, I think.
is it in Hateno?
Hateno?
I think it's Kakariko.
I think it's
Oh, it might
Kakariko,
be.
and then
Oh.
in Rito you can buy the whole gear,
Oh, right,
the
right.
whole
yeah,
warm
yeah.
gear, and then in Kakariko you can also buy the sneaky armor. I think
Oh yeah, I think
sneaky
so.
and the Hylian armor.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's
I
like set
remember
you up for
The first
while.
time I played through, I tried to do the torch method, and I gave up because I kept forgetting that you can't sprint while holding a
Oh yeah,
torch.
because he puts it away. Yeah.
And I
That
kept
remember me too.
going for it because I was like, okay, I gotta get there fast.
Yeah.
And I was
Put
like,
it away. You're
no,
like, no.
Especially
can't
because
do
you come
this.
across enemies. And so you
Yeah,
have to
exactly.
just run through them
Yeah.
slowly.
So I was like, oh, I'll just run fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then you die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one was tough. But you know, you figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I went to the tower. I must have like when I said I followed a paper trail to a tower, I don't know if I could like not climb it yet, or they all shoot up at the same time though, right?
Yeah, all
Or
of them.
something.
But the only one that you could have potentially gone to is the one on the Great Plateau
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
first.
But I wrote eventually got to a tower only to realize how huge this whole game is, how small the plateau is compared to everything else.
So you must have been off the plateau at this point.
This was the first
Other tower? Or the first tower on
maybe
the Great Plateau?
yeah, it might have been the first one because then it would have revealed a part of the map.
Yeah, then you
And
would
I
have been like,
see all the
whoa.
rest of the map. Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
game is huge, dude.
it's freaking awesome.
Mhm.
I found another shrine. I had to use fire arrows. I think I mean bomb arrows. No, I mean fire arrows actually.
Because there's all the
To
leaves
complete it.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably one of those.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, and then I was using my best weapon. I accidentally threw it at a guardian.
Oh.
Did it break?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about like weapon durability and breaking? Is it something that really bothered you, or were you okay with it?
It didn't bother me that much because you can find weapons pretty easy.
Mhm.
Mm.
And it was hard when like for some reason early in the game I was like I should always have a torch. And then
Yeah.
I was like I should always have two torches because they break so easy. And then I was like I should always have a Korok leaf.
Yeah.
So I had very limited space for
Yeah.
because it took so long to find the guy that you can give the Korok seeds to.
Mhm.
But then once you do find him, you have to go to the
Korok Forest
Yeah.
after that. Yeah.
So it took a while to get to that guy.
Yeah.
In the real world, that's what I call being off the plateau.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I found a super difficult shrine. I think it was a power test or something.
Oh.
I had to
Yeah.
use all my abilities. Oh, this one. I remember this one. I had to use all my abilities and fight guardians, which just meant throwing bombs and running around the corner over and over.
Yeah.
That is definitely one. I've never thought of that. How to do it like
Yeah.
that. Happen.
I remember this one. So it was a magnetism one. You had to use. There were all these like spiky balls rolling around everywhere and like hanging on chains. So you had to like go around them,
Oh.
and if you barely touch them, you die.
Oh,
I
yep.
remember that one.
Yeah, and so there's like these two guardians,
Uh-huh.
and I would run away. I'd hide behind the spike thing, to dodge his laser and then run around, throw a bomb at him, and then run back behind it. And I was always right next to it, so I just died a bunch. That one was tough, man.
That's crazy.
I got absolutely terrified when the blood moon appeared, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's scary for the first time. You're like, why?
Why?
What is
I'm
happening?
like, oh my gosh, dude. I'm like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, and the
Especially-
music is like,
Yeah. It starts to get dark and gloomy, and then it takes like a minute before it
Yeah.
shows you.
Oh,
And you hear the.
Yeah. And it shows you all these enemies appearing, so I'm like, I'm gonna die. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way I can
Yeah.
fight all these guys. I didn't realize they were just spawning elsewhere, you know?
Yeah, they're
I
like,
was like, why is this
and
happening?
enemy rush, go.
Yeah. Round one.
Boss rush.
Yeah.
So weird, man.
Can you imagine Link just like after the blood moon standing there and he's just surrounded by
Yeah,
freaking
it's like
goblins?
crazy.
Army.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, it's like Hyrule Warriors.
Oh my gosh.
So I found, I ran into these guys a couple times, but there were two travelers who were like a brother and sister, and they were always getting in fights with the bokoblins.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
I don't know if they're the same ones, but there's always some travelers
I
that
found
goblins are
the
getting
same
in.
ones a couple times because
Oh,
they
really?
would like banter with each other and stuff,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and they were always talking about treasure hunting.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But they were lucky to be alive, dude.
Yeah.
So later on, I wrote, I've mostly been running from tower to tower, exploring a little and finding shrines here and there. I wrote about how I love climbing, like I always climb, dude.
Yeah.
So my first soul orbs I spent on the stamina reel.
Yeah.
And then I finally made my way to Kakariko Village. And the first thing I tried to do there was help this guy find the 10 chickens.
Uh-huh.
And
Classic.
dude, I spent like an hour looking for
Yeah.
the 10th chicken, man.
That's a good way to explore
I don't
Kakariko
like-
Village.
Find it, dude.
And it's like every time that I do that quest, I remember exactly where 9 of them are. And then the 10th
Yeah.
one always eludes me.
Yeah.
And it's a different one every time.
Is it
Like, I'm like, because I think that it's because the 10th one is always the one that
Is it
stands
even
out the most.
possible to find it, by the way?
Yeah. Did you not?
Okay.
Have you not
No,
found the
no,
10th
no,
one?
no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's there. So, like, I think that the 10th one that I find every time, I'm like, oh, it was on the roof. So then the next time that I play through, I'm like, gotta get the one on the roof.
Yeah.
And then I forget about the one that was on the other roof
in the
or
corner,
whatever, you know? Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, no, I never found it. In
Did
fact, I
you-
was like, do I need to carry a chicken from somewhere else all the way over here?
Oh,
Like-
that'd be so funny. Did you ever carry the chicken and then jump off?
Oh, yeah, and
a cliff
slowly
and
flow
then-
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember in Twilight Princess, you could do that too. I'm pretty
You can do that in Ocarina of
Oh,
Time.
yeah.
You can do
Probably
that
most of
in Link to the Past. It's like a
It's
thing.
a Zelda thing.
Yeah, it's a Zelda thing.
So I wrote I couldn't freaking
You can do it in
find
Link's
that.
Awakening. Go on.
Really?
Yeah. It's one specific chicken.
Good to know,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I should write that down.
Yeah.
When we do the same thing with Link's Awakening. So I wrote, I really wanted some clothing or armor, but I was broke. Oh, okay. So I was thinking about this on the drive over here. I found this big fairy thing asking for 100 rupees.
Uh-huh.
It looked like a cactus with these bright orange mushrooms growing on either side, but when it opened up and a humanoid hand came out, I was like, nah. But I only had like 50 rupees anyway at the time.
Did you never do one of
Especially-
those?
No, I did.
Okay.
But especially because it mentions how like no one will give it money.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is a scam artist.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that this is
100%
real.
this cactus hand
Yeah,
is
it's
trying to
just
scam
a human
me.
hand comes out. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, this ain't nothing, dude. This is some guy in there like pulling strings, you know, the fairy vine. I was
Yeah.
like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
So, but later on, I found another one and I bought it. And the fairy comes out and I
Yeah.
got some upgrades, so I went back and did that one too. I only did those two though. I didn't find the other two fairies.
Okay, yeah.
But
Fairies are wild, dude.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this is unbelievable. Dude.
Yeah.
What's going on right now? Like, this is so different from the rest of the game.
I know, dude. I know.
Yeah. So,
I remember Aaron from Game Grumps was like when she came out for the first time and he saw her, he just started freaking out. He's like,
Really?
she's so fabulous! Just like, it was awesome.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, it is funny.
I love the Great Fairies, but like once you get to the point where you have so much armor to upgrade, like I'm just like clicking the button like skip.
It's like, all right, thanks for the kisses. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Thanks. Yeah.
Like,
let's
can I
get
get
through
out of
this.
here, please?
Yeah.
I for some reason I felt guilty about this, but I started doing that with like shrines too. You'd find a new shrine, it does the animation when it opens the door.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Then you go down into it.
Yeah.
And then the guy says, I was like, just eventually,
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I gotta get to
It
work,
happens.
you know.
Yeah. So you're probably going to talk about this, but if you are, just stop me.
Mhm.
But like the shrine experience.
Oh yeah, dude.
Do you love them?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Definitely, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They're so.
What I did, that's pretty much like, I have a couple other notes, just like a list of other stuff, but like that's when I stopped really taking notes.
Uh-huh.
And from then on, I literally was just trying to unlock the whole map, going into shrines, finding villages, talking to people, trying to make some money, you know. Eventually, I bought the soldiers' armor, like the soldiers' greaves, and
Like
Right,
the
yeah.
like the armor, like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
metal armor.
Yeah.
Dude, that stuff is so sick.
that I ended up upgrading each of those pieces twice, and that's what I used in the final.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good defense.
So, I also somewhere along the way I got a little bandana that makes you climb faster.
Mhm.
Oh, dude, did you not get the full climbing set?
No.
There is like an incomparable pleasure to having the full climbing
And
set.
just scrambling up a mountain.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
insane how
Really?
good it is. Yeah, I'll have to open up
awesome,
my file and then you can like climb with it, and
I haven't found
it's crazy.
in my playthrough right now. I haven't found the middle piece, but I
Yeah.
have the hat and the shorts.
Yeah, nice, dude.
Yeah, I only got the hat, so I was like, okay, but I would throw it on every time I was climbing.
Yeah.
Clothing is a thing that there's so much more that I didn't even like really look into. Like I never got the ancient armor set.
That's kind of like, I think that you kind of did like and it's good. Like I'm glad that you finished the game and weren't so focused on like getting every single thing.
Yeah.
You did like a very, not to like, I'm not saying this in a bad way, but like a casual approach. You know, like you didn't upgrade all the things and find all the Koroks and find all the shrines, you know, and you still beat it, and it was still awesome and fun.
Yes.
And I think that that's something that like with a lot of games, I feel like people could just like just play the game. You know, you don't have to worry about doing all of it.
Yeah.
You know.
So let me ask you this:
Okay.
once you beat Ganon, the game ends, and
But
you
not
can't.
really.
What do you mean?
Once the game ends, when you start up your game again, you have a little star by your save file, which means you beat it, but it spawns you right before you fight Ganon.
Okay.
So you can go
That's
right
what-
back into
I
the
noticed
world
that,
and do anything that you
but
want.
nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
Okay, because you haven't in that save. Technically, you haven't.
Yeah, it hasn't been done yet. Because if it were to be done, then
There'd
all
be
the
nothing
monsters
to
would be
do.
gone. There'd be nothing
Yeah.
to do, and the game would be over.
It would be cool to play it like that, though. Like if there were no monsters, like you could just go explore.
Yeah.
That's kind of what
Hunt.
I was saying our last episode is that was when I finished the game my first time, I was so disappointed that nothing changed. Like, cause I was expecting
You
this
wanted
like,
to.
yeah, the whole
What's
entire
that
world to
Thanos quote?
change.
Like, look upon a grateful world.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, but then it took me back to right before, and I was like, "Are you serious? Like, I don't even like, I don't get like a welcoming committee, like
Yeah.
celebration
Or
committee.
you don't get to use
like
the
nothing."
divine bow
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
hunt some, wolves
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something.
Like,
That would be awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Using
Yeah.
the light bow. Just-
yeah, that thing was so sweet. Dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's fine. I it's not like I had that much time anyway before today.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I am definitely glad I beat it,
Oh, yeah, dude.
and I could.
That's an
spend-
accomplishment. You beat it in like 2 months, right?
Yeah. Do you want to know how much my hours were?
yes.
It said over 50 hours.
Wow.
So I mean I played it, dude. It as I looked at that, it also had Animal Crossing up there. It said over 150 hours.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I played this for like a third of the time I played Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh,
yeah. 50 hours. 50 hours
yeah.
is quite a bit, but I remember the first time I played through this game, I did it I want to get all the shrines before I beat Ganon.
Right.
I want to
Oh, yeah,
upgrade all
I
my
did that
armor
too.
before I beat Ganon. And so I remember putting like a good 200, 300
Oh
hours
yeah,
into
dude.
it.
I could easily.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it took me like to get to Ganon finally. I mean, like, I don't think I was playing every single day consistently. I was probably playing here and there,
Mhm.
but it probably took me close to like several months.
Yeah.
Several months.
Yeah,
Because
which
I
is
just wanted
crazy.
to soak everything.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
get
And I feel
everything.
like in most games I am more of like a completionist. Like I
Uh-huh.
do want to do everything.
But
But
this
this
is
time,
different.
this time I was like, I want to beat the game and see what
Yeah.
that's like.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well, especially with Tears of the Kingdom coming out, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I knew this would happen, but I was like, I'm just gonna over prepare as much as I can for the final boss fight.
Yeah.
And we don't have to talk about that quite yet if we don't want to, but
No, we don't have to.
I want to hear more of your experiences playing through the game.
So
if you have more stuff.
so at first I wasn't looking up anything,
Mm-hmm.
but then I was hanging out with Madeline's little brother,
Okay.
and he's beat the game a couple times.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he was like telling me all these things. He's like, there's the you can glitch the sprint. I forgot what you do, but you like,
Oh, I didn't know
you whistle and
whistle and
you
sprint.
hold down whistle and sprint at the same
and
time.
and you never run out of stamina.
Yeah, and you can run up
Oh,
mountains.
He
that's
was like, why don't you do that? And I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to get the master sword. He's like, we'll just do the glitch and get the master sword. I was like, okay, I want to like get the master sword.
Yeah.
I don't. He knows all the glitches. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's one way to play.
But you still cheated to get the master sword.
No.
Well,
See, that's
But
one of my
didn't you-
notes here is horn statue.
yeah.
So, you know about the horn statue, Sarah.
Horn statue, no.
The devil statue right outside of Kakariko
Oh
Village.
yeah.
Right outside of
Yeah.
Hateno.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hateno.
Hateno,
Sorry.
yeah.
Right by your house. I didn't buy a house, by the way. I just didn't have the funds yet.
Dude,
you
it
know?
takes a lot of.
Hold on. How? So you don't? Do you have rupees? Do you have a lot of rupees?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
The most I had was probably like, okay. Well, let's talk about the horn statue and then I want to
Yes,
talk about
yes,
yes,
yeah.
because I just really wanted the master sword. I had like I think 9 hearts and a few upgrades to my stamina wheel.
Mhm.
So I went to him and I sold him stamina. I sold him soul orbs, right?
Uh-huh.
The stamina things.
Uh-huh.
He gives you 100 rupees for each, and then you can buy them back for 120 for either a heart container or a stamina thing.
Mhm.
So I just bought back the heart containers. So I had just this simple
one-
stamina wheel,
Yeah.
and then 12 hearts. I found another shrine. I got another heart container, and then I
Uh-huh.
went and pulled the master sword.
Yeah.
And then I went back and I did the same thing to get my stamina back.
So he cheated.
No.
Yeah.
Cheat, man.
No, that's not cheating.
I sold my soul to the devil.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what he
exactly.
did. That's
Yeah,
what
I
he
didn't
did.
cheat. Holden was like, "You actually used the horn statue?" Like it's like,
Yeah, I just because like when I did it the first time, he was like, I can give you like,
Yeah.
cool stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. Or he's like, I think that he says something like, do you want 100 rupees? And you're like, yeah, sure, I'll take 100 rupees. And they're like, okay, I'll take your stamina. And I was like, you jerk.
yeah.
So then I just like never did it again.
Yeah,
But
and when you first talk to him, it takes a spirit orb from you,
Yeah.
and then it gives it back later. But
yeah.
it's funny because I did that. Like I was using this guy. I think I had looked it up, so like I knew you could do that.
Mhm.
But I was not skeptical of this guy, but I was skeptical of the fairy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, dude, there's no
No,
way. man.
the guy, like the one surrounded by fairies and the cute little,
Yeah.
like, what are they, bluebies? Did you ever
Oh,
see
yeah,
any of the
yeah,
bluebies?
yeah.
And it's like this beautiful area. You're skeptical of that, but the
Uh-huh.
one
The
drenched in
devil
darkness.
It like makes the screen dark. And
Yeah.
It's all like creepy. Yeah. I was like, all right, dude, let's do some business. Here.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh,
here's what I did to get rupees.
okay.
Do you guys know about the snowball minigame? The snowball bowling minigame.
Oh wait, yes, I think so.
Did you
Yeah.
do the
I just
exploit
did
where you
that.
put it in the same spot every time, or no?
Yeah, I mean, I just played that game over and over.
Uh-huh.
I knew how to get a strike every time
Wow.
until I had enough rupees to buy the stuff I wanted.
Wow. You-
Okay, so did you never discover like what are they called? Ore?
Oh
Like-
yeah, I did. For some reason I didn't want to sell it though. Like that's what my brother-in-law was telling me. That's another thing. He's like, dude, sell all those.
That's
like,
one of for?
Yeah.
I know, and I was like, well, I might need them later. He's like, you won't need them.
Yeah, you won't.
And-
I promise you.
You won't.
And I sold them down to like I wanted at least 4 of each. So
Yeah.
So when I would get like a ruby or a sapphire, I didn't have 4 of them. So I was like, I'm not gonna sell it.
Oh my god.
But
So-
I think
You
do-
get so many
I know.
rupees from us.
I think you do. You can use them to upgrade armor and stuff.
You can.
Specific ones. You can use opal and amber. Well, that's for jewelry in Gerudo Village, which if you really want jewelry, you can do that.
Yeah.
But those 2 are useful, but you find tons of them everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you do.
and then luminous stones are for
Oh, I
The
wouldn't sell
luchador,
those.
the luchador outfit. Did you ever find that?
No.
So there's like a hidden store in Gerudo Village,
Okay.
and I think that part of it might be for a quest where like you have to like go into the vent and like hear what the people are saying, and then like give
Oh,
the
yeah.
secret password to somebody,
Oh.
and then you
yeah.
go back into this area. And I think that back there they sell this like luchador outfit that you get
No,
with
I
luminous
didn't find
stones.
it. I tried to
Yeah.
explore that place pretty thoroughly, but
The way that I always got rupees, before you just have a crazy abundance of them, because like once you
Yeah.
play a lot of hours of the game,
Mhm.
you
sell a
just
lot of
have
ore.
like too many rupees. Like
Yeah.
they're useless at some point.
okay.
But
didn't get there. But
yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. But I would go to the Tabantha Tundra. I just had to look it up.
Okay.
It's up in Hebra. It's like over. It's like the
Top
northwest.
oh, is
top
that?
left?
Wait. That's where that guy's thing is, right under the Hebra Tower.
Uh huh.
That's Pondo's
This-
Lodge. That's
the-
where he did
yeah.
the snowball.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I would go to the Tabantha Tundra.
Okay.
And I would just go on my horse, ride around, and shoot those like rhinoceros things and the
Mhm.
big moose.
Mhm.
And they give you exquisite meat or whatever,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
gourmet meat, like the biggest meat.
Yeah.
You cook those into skewers,
hmm
and then you go to this one stable somewhere where some guy's like, hey, I'll give you 1,000 rupees for one of these skewers.
Oh, really?
And you just sell him like tons of skewers and then go back and keep getting
That's
meat.
probably quicker than the snowball mini.
Well,
Yeah.
that sounds fun and all, but like, just straight up go get some more and sell it.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can. There's one area, I can't exactly remember where it is, but like you go up this tower, and if at nighttime you can just look around and find like tons of luminous stones in
Oh,
like
yeah.
Oh
this
yeah.
in this like cavern kind of area. And you can just go through there and get tons of luminous stones, but the luminous stones like the luminous stones and ore spots only reset every blood moon.
Yeah.
But the animals are just
Oh.
they're constant.
I think I did find that area where there's a ton of them,
Uh-huh.
and I think it's kind of, you know how the Gerudo Desert is like surrounded by high cliffs.
The Highlands. Yeah.
I think it's over there where there's a ton of ore.
Yeah, did you ever play the golf mini game?
Mm-mm.
I think it's down in that area. Like the Gerudo Valley, I think is what it's called. Let me try
Yeah,
and
I
find
know
it.
what you're talking about.
Oh.
But I remember, like, my first time playing through the game, I did have a hard time, like, building up the rupees. I didn't get a lot of rupees
Mhm.
until, like, later because I didn't put 2 and 2 together that, like, oh, I should sell all these.
Uh-huh,
Probably,
yeah.
like, you.
I for some reason I was like, I wanted the I think that in my head, I wanted to get the ancient armor set, and I needed luminous stone to upgrade them, which I don't think is true.
Okay.
Or I thought that luminous stone I would be able to like build armor with it or something. So I never sold any of that. But I
Only
probably have a
one
ton.
armor set needs luminous stone, and it's the Luchador one.
Okay.
And it
so-
glows in the dark at nighttime.
Yeah,
It's really
cool.
cool.
That's
it's
pretty
cool.
sweet,
yeah.
And it probably doesn't need. I mean, I probably have 60 luminous stone. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I probably have a ton.
Yeah.
You probably have plenty.
But I stopped breaking those rocks eventually because I was like, it'll just give me a luminous stone. It's not that much because I'm not going to sell it.
Yeah, there's also one guy in Zora's domain. Oh, but it actually doesn't. It doesn't actually give you more money. But if you give him 10 luminous stones, he'll give you a diamond.
Oh, and a diamond is 500 rupees.
But
But
I
the
think
luminous
that
stones
10
are like
luminous stones
50.
are like, I think that one luminous stone is like 80, so you actually lose
Oh,
some
right,
money.
right,
But
Yeah.
if you need diamonds for like making
Yeah.
armor or whatever, because
And that's
there's
kind of the same thing as the horn statue, really.
yeah, kind of.
A little bit.
Okay, whatever. Whatever.
I
All
don't
right.
think it is, by the way.
Yeah, no.
It's not. It's not a Horcrux kind of transaction.
Okay, so what else?
Yeah.
What else?
Let's talk about the divine beast.
Yes.
Yes.
The first one I killed was the bird machine.
Okay.
I don't
That's
really
the
know
hardest
why.
No, the camel's the hardest one.
No.
Yeah.
Camel was the hardest one.
Thunderblight Ganon is
Yeah,
way
Thunderblight
harder than
Ganon.
Airblight.
That-
Windblight Ganon was the
Windblight.
hardest for me.
You just
Really?
fly up and shoot it with bomb arrows.
that was the first one I did, and after that I was way more confident, and that's when I really started rolling and just going and doing all the Divine Beasts and getting ready to win.
Because you were pretty scared of the Divine Beasts.
Yeah,
at first,
you
right?
kept asking me, you're like, did you fight one yet? I'm like, no, wait, dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, are you crazy? Look at that thing.
Yeah.
I can beat that. But I do really like the Divine Beasts because they each had like 3 different parts of it, right? And they're each unique.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they're the dungeons of the game.
In the Zora's domain, the elephant one, you have to what are those like centaur guys called?
Lionel.
Lionel.
Oh.
I never killed a Lionel.
Really?
No.
Oh, dude, I love
Okay.
Lionel fighting.
Here's the thing. They are so terrifying
Uh-huh.
until you figure out how to kill it, and then you're like,
I got this.
Nah, I got
I
this.
got
So-
this.
So
And they give you such good loot. Like
Oh,
such
yeah.
good loot. Yeah,
Oh,
dude, they
yeah.
give you these bows
uh
that first of all, like their
The best
swords
bows in the
are
game.
crazy powerful. Their shields are really powerful, and their bows like use 1 arrow, but you can shoot like 5 arrows at a time.
so and they spread out.
Okay,
as
that's
they go.
right.
Yeah.
it's kind of like the what
Duplex bow or whatever.
wait, it's
That shoots 2.
the duplex, that's from the Yiga clan, that shoots 2 at once.
Uh-huh.
But I have a bunch of them because I didn't like using them because I was broke. I didn't have that many arrows. But I think it's Lizalfos or a Zora bow or something that
Mhm.
shoots 3. Anyway,
Oh.
I
Maybe.
didn't fight that Lionel. I just snuck around and got all the shock arrows.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow, yeah.
But I watched this video before I fought Ganon, and it was like 5 things you need to do before you fight Ganon. One of them was kill a Lionel, because he was like, then you'll know how to kill them, and you do have to fight a couple of them in the final boss,
Yeah.
which you don't.
You have to fight a couple of them to get to the final
there,
boss.
yeah.
If you follow the path that the game wants you to follow.
Yeah.
Which I
Which,
didn't.
yeah, you just climbed to the top, right?
I
Yeah.
snuck
yeah.
around and climbed to the top.
Yeah, which is fine. That's perfectly fine.
I'm not dealing with all that.
Yeah.
I did kind of want to go through the castle and see like what it's like.
Oh, dude,
It's
you find the
You-
Hylian shield there.
Oh, you
Mm.
find so much stuff.
So much stuff.
That's what. That was the first thing actually that my brother-in-law told me. He's like, "Well, just go to the castle, go to the secret room, and get all these weapons and stuff." And I
yeah.
was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Well, now
This
that
guy's
you beat
always
the
looking
game,
just to cheat.
He is.
You gotta go back and explore all those like scary areas because
Yeah. Maybe
it's just
even,
so worth it.
or maybe after Tears of the Kingdom or whatever,
Yeah.
because like,
yeah.
you just to see what's there because
Yeah,
it's so nice,
Yeah.
like the
I think-
accomplishment of finding something. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've probably gotten through like maybe 2/3, a half to 2/3 of all the content in this game. You know.
which
Right.
is crazy
Yeah.
to think about.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, let's finish talking about the Divine Beast,
Yeah.
and then I want to
Yeah.
talk about dragons.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
dude.
So the first one I did was the bird machine.
Uh-huh.
That one I handled pretty well. And then I went and did the elephant, and then I did the lizard. And that one might be my favorite because I really like the dynamic of going with the Goron. I forgot his name.
Yunobu?
Yeah,
Yunobu.
Yunobu,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And
Yunobo?
Yunobo.
Unobo. That's what it is.
Yunobo.
I bought the full fire protection
Yeah.
armor from there because I mean, is there even a way to like? I
If
guess
you-
if you just drink a bunch of those
I think,
potions.
yeah. No,
You'd have to have a
gotta
ton,
have
though.
stuff.
Before I went over there, I cooked a bunch of heat resistant food.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
It doesn't,
no.
doesn't work. Yeah.
Too
I
hot.
think I did that my first time too.
Yeah, I was like, why isn't it working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I still burning? Yeah. And all of your wood weapons
Yep.
like light
Yeah,
on
yeah.
fire and stuff. It's crazy.
But I really like that one. Like, I remember I went through the whole thing where you have to hide from the guardians or break them,
Uh-huh.
the flying guardians,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
the helicopters or whatever. And I went all the way to the end, and I was like, wait, now what? Like, we made it. I didn't realize the whole time you're supposed to be shooting him through the cannon to hit the divine beast.
Oh,
And it
wow.
guides it around the volcano.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like oblivious to that. I was just focused on like
Getting
it was
there.
fun to
Yeah.
sneak around these guardians.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
When you're whistling and he stops and
Uh-huh.
goes and stuff.
Yeah.
That was really fun. But I also really liked. I think he's the one. Oh yeah, he falls into the volcano. You go down onto him, and I'm trying to remember like what you control about him.
You change whether he's on the side of the volcano or on the bottom.
It's the 90-degree one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so. Because the elephant one, he's pouring water
Yeah.
right, with his tusk.
Yeah, and then
His snout.
and then the bird when you're changing
Yeah, it just tilts.
how it tilts, how it's flying.
And then the camel, what's that one?
The camel.
I think it's something to do with the feet, right? Is it?
Oh, I don't remember what
I
the
don't
camel's
remember.
is.
I just
Is
did
the
it on
camel
Thursday,
its
dude.
neck? Are you moving its neck?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if there's.
No.
Oh no, the
Oh, no,
camel is
that's
the one
the-
that it's a spinny
Yeah,
thing
it
on the
spins,
inside
but
of it.
There's 3
Oh,
parts
It's
of it
the
on
most-
the inside.
It's so confusing.
Oh,
It-
yeah,
I
that's-
can never figure out
That was
the
the
camel one.
hardest dungeon for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
And
And
Thunderblight, dude. I had no electricity protection of any type
Yeah.
at all. In fact, I was using a lightning sword or whatever to beat him
Oh
because
jeez.
my master sword ran out of energy and all
Yep.
that stuff. That was the moment. That was my most frustrating moment with the game, I think. And in second place was trying to ride a horse. in
Really?
the final.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, Thunderblight Ganon, that was so annoying, dude. Especially because this was the day that Valjean chewed on the controller. So I had the Joy-Cons and one of them has drift. So I was trying to use magnetism to throw the pillar at him before it explodes, surrounded by other pillows, and I'm just slowly walking to the left. It's so frustrating, dude. The worst.
That sucks.
So
Joy-Con drift is ridiculous.
yeah. So I love the Divine Beasts. I hated Thunderblight, but even the camel itself wasn't that bad. Like it was kind of hard to do the seal surfing where you have to stay close to
yeah.
the queen
Yeah.
or whatever and shoot the feet. But I would just dash way ahead, shoot the feet, and then get off, and she'll catch up to you and protect you.
Yeah. Or
Over and
what's her
over.
name with the thunder helmet?
Yeah, something with an R, right? Rudia or something.
Rudia? I forget her name. Each one of them has like one of those characters. Like
The Zora is
Prince Sidon.
Yeah.
When you ride his back and you shoot the ice things.
Yeah. That was fun.
Rito is like the brooding, like I'm just a guy trying to make it through this world, man, and you're not
What's
gonna
his
beat
name?
this guy. I forget his name. Ravioli.
And then the Rudo champion, so annoying.
Dude, he's one of my favorites.
The arrogant.
Yeah. Also,
Rivali.
Rivali,
yeah, Rivali.
So annoying,
Dude, he's my favorite. I don't know why. I just really like him. I like his cockiness and all that. And also Rivali's Gale is my favorite of the
Oh my
abilities.
gosh, it's so. That's
Oh yeah,
true.
I use that one by far the most.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And what is it? Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
I
Mipha's
never
Grace.
learned how Daruk's protection worked.
I think it's just an extra like
It just
protection,
from
like
shield. When you-
yeah.
Okay. From damage.
Basically, it works as if you're doing a shield parry.
Okay.
Did you ever shield
that's
parry
right.
like Guardian?
Yeah, dude. There was a time. It was near the Akala ancient tech lab, where I just saved right around the corner from the Guardian, and I was like, I'm gonna freaking figure this out. And I learned that it's not actually about timing. Like if you time it for when it's coming to you, you'll miss every time. You have to just parry right as soon as the light is gathering around their eye to shoot the laser.
Yeah, it's like you do it right. It's like ba-ching, ba-ching. It's like this weird. It's
It's so weird.
Yeah,
Because I was like, I know I'm pushing my shield forward right as it comes to me, but it's not about that. If the laser's already shooting, it's too late.
Well, because I mean, like you press the button and it's like almost like a delayed response. Like you press it and then it goes.
Yeah.
So
they made it hard on purpose.
Oh yeah.
It's
so-
very hard.
So strong.
I'm a lot better at doing like the rush. Flurry rush.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that's something that's really fun against Lionels.
That's
because
how you beat
Lionels
Lionels.
have this attack where they come at you with both hands and they go like and they cross them right in front of them and swipe, and you can do a backflip flurry rush and then just pop 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 pop
That's
pop.
awesome.
Dude, it's very fun.
So if you want to go defeat a Lionel, that's how to do it.
Did you do the island?
Yeah, the labyrinth.
No.
Well, there's a labyrinth and there's
What's it called?
Eventide Island.
Eventide Island?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Oh.
so I know that you feel like you're done with this game, but you
You're
have
not.
to do
I just feel like for now
Yeah.
Eventide Island is
Is that
regarded.
a floating island?
It's like an island out in the middle of the ocean. It's regarded to be one of like the best shrines in the whole game. You go onto the island.
Is it a major test of strength?
No. There's a major test of strength next to it, and then you keep going further out. And there's an island called Eventide.
Will you show me on the map?
Yeah.
Because we can screenshot it too. Because I found an island with a major test of strength on it.
Yeah. See,
I never did it.
This is the island with a major test of strength. Here's Eventide. And it's right off of Necluda. It's right
Does it
off
like
of
not
edge.
show it on the map or something?
It does. It'll be there.
How do you get to it? You just have
You take a raft out there.
Can you stop here?
So do you want me to tell you how Eventide Island works? So yeah, basically Eventide. Okay, so Eventide, get to the island, and then the monk tells you like, hey, this is a like a shrine, basically.
Okay.
And you have to like complete these tasks on the island with what you find on the island.
Okay.
And you're stripped of all of your armor, all of your weapons, everything. You get them back once you leave the island.
Everything or
I think everything.
Or like,
I can't remember what you have in your inventory that
you might. I don't think you have any food.
Really?
Yeah, because like there's like crabs there that you need to pick up to like eat and stuff.
I remember that, and there's like one cooking pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, dude. There's a Hinnix there that you need to fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. You still have all of your like your magnesis and all that stuff. And I think that if you have all the divine beast stuff, then you'll have that stuff like the Daruk's protection and all that. But yeah, it's super fun. You need to do it.
That does sound fun.
All right. So dragons.
Okay. So
What'd you think?
I remember the first time I saw a dragon, I was like, that's awesome. And I don't know how many there are. I don't know anything about them except for I freed one of them because I was
glad you did that.
was like, that looks like the coldest, tallest mountain. I'm going to climb it.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah.
And it has an altar there or whatever, a statuette. And that was the one I freed.
And you get a shrine for that, I'm pretty sure. Because
I think so.
You put the scale onto the thing, and then it ring, and then the doors open up, and then you go in there.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, inside of it. Yeah, so I did that one, but I don't know how the other ones work or anything.
The other ones, they show up in certain areas, and they have like certain paths that they take. And so there's Farosh, Nadra,
which is the one that you freed, and
Which one's Farosh? Is that like the red one or the yellow one or green?
Dragon's Breath of the Wild. I'm looking it up. Okay. Dinral is the fire one. Farosh is the green one, the electric one, and Nadra is the blue one, the ice one. And so
there's only three?
There's only three.
Oh.
And they fly around freely, and then you'll hear the music whenever they show up. I don't know if you've heard it, but it's like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's so peaceful and so great.
Yeah.
And it's almost like that music shows up and you're like the game is telling you like, these are not your enemy. These are your friends.
Right.
We like the dragons. And as they fly, they create these updrafts. So you can hop onto your paraglider and you can actually shoot them with your bow and it'll sparkle and then shoot out like a part.
And you have to watch where it goes because it can go like pew!
Yeah, and they go crazy far away. Yeah, so there was this one thing that I would do. I would go to I forget what the place is called. Let me check. I would go to Faron. And there's this one place that you can that Farosh always shows up at a certain time of day.
Okay.
So I'd set up a fire, sit there, wait till 5 a.m. or whenever he shows up, and then the dragon would show up like right then. I'd hop onto my paraglider, shoot him, pick up the thing, go back to my fire, and wait. And I just farm the dragon pieces, and those give you a lot of money as well. That's another way that you can farm money.
Can you build dragon armor, or is that...
No, dragon pieces are used as like the final upgrade of pretty much every armor piece.
What is how many stars is the final?
4, I believe, right?
4 is the maximum.
4 or 5.
4 or 5, yeah.
Okay.
I think it depends on the armor piece, though. I think that some of them don't have as many upgrades as others.
Yeah.
But yeah, like later on, you need like Lionel guts, like Lionel hearts, Phoenix guts, and like, you know,
Big dog
it takes a lot of stuff.
Have you met Kilton?
I don't know.
He's so
the
weird.
monster seller guy.
I think so.
He only shows up at night.
He's like a little blue, like he's a purple guy, and you give him monster parts, and he gives you
Oh, then I
Monster
haven't.
gear.
If he's a
monster
little
stuff.
purple guy.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's. Did you ever do Terrytown?
I don't know.
Oh, dude, there's
There's
so
so
much
much to
to
do.
this game. Like, there's so much to this game. There's this whole town that you can establish,
Like, yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
build from the ground
What?
up, and like have all these people show up and like
Where?
sell certain things.
In Akala.
In a call, I'll show you where it's
Dude, okay, I was about to say, Akala might have been like my favorite area
at. Yeah.
of just the whole game.
Mm.
I don't know why. It was like, what's the fortress that's over there? Do you remember that?
I
It was
think
like
it's
the last
Yeah, Fort.
place
Where?
to fall
Akala?
to
Hold on.
Ganon.
Yes, it's like right where the
I don't even know what's in there,
tower is.
but you have to
Akala
kill all
Bridge
this
ruins?
corruption to.
It's right where the tower is.
Yeah, like right around it. No,
I don't know.
You're in the wrong place. That's
Let me see the map. I'll find it.
Akala Citadel ruins.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the tower is in there. Okay, that's what
And-
you're getting to.
So Terrytown, here's Akala. It's right there. It's like this island that that shoots
Oh,
out
what the heck?
from the lake, and
I think I got
Kilton
there.
hides under this bridge.
Oh,
He
And
hides in a few
I
different
got there,
places,
but
though.
there wasn't anything there. I don't think.
There's a bunch of characters in the game that's last names end with son. So like Bolson, what are some others?
Johnson.
Hudson. There's like all those characters. They all come to Terrytown,
Mm,
and you need a lot of wood. Wood is how you build Terrytown.
okay.
But then you can just go to Terrytown, and there's like an arrow salesman and a gem salesman,
Wow.
and like
And you're the mayor.
basically, yeah.
Did you go there before you talked to like? Did you start the quest for building your own house in Hateno at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I
did
talked
you
to
go
like
to
the
Akala?
construction guys there.
Did you go to Akala before or after that?
I think after.
Oh, because I'm wondering if you went there and there was nothing, you might have not like initiated the quest.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
look at the map again.
Okay.
I think. I swear, because like this island, it does exist, right? So
Yeah,
I
it's
went
there.
there,
You probably went there, and it was just a big open field, like a big open
Mhm.
island, which is
Yeah.
still really cool.
but it might have been like
You have
something
to
else like
finish your
this or
house.
something.
before that quest line even
Right.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I really like the Akala Highlands. Anyway, I don't know if I got to the spirally thing. No, I think I did.
Yeah. The whole game is just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Dude.
So many great places.
So
So iconic.
when I saw the labyrinth,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
it was so hard for me to get to. What I was trying to do, for some reason, there's this row of huge spires that stick
Oh.
out of the ocean.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And I was like, I could maybe get there on that, but I didn't try. Instead, what I was trying to do was find a place to cross the Great Rift or whatever
Uh-huh.
I
and
wish.
climb up onto that cliff and then
Yeah.
float down to the
Yeah,
labyrinth.
you wish, dude. But
Yeah,
you can't
I know.
go
I
over
tried
there.
pretty
Yeah.
hard.
It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
sad.
It's just right there. You just go right there where it's closest. and
Yeah,
you can make
yeah.
it.
Sarah was just talking to me about that, and she was like, it's just so sad that there's just like a whole world
Mhm.
outside of Hyrule that we just can't go
Oh,
to.
yeah. Yeah.
And it is
Every
really
game,
sad.
dude.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Skyrim.
it's just like
Yeah.
what would like what? Yeah,
Yeah, well, what would be out there, you know?
yeah. What
Yeah.
would
What
be
could have
awaiting
been.
you?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
could have been. If only this game, am I right?
If only this game had no limits.
Okay, so Akala is like your favorite area. Do you
For
think?
some reason, I was walking through. I was like, "Man, this place is awesome." I just
It
like
is awesome. I like
It's
the
nice.
orange
Really?
the orange trees and
I don't know. I thought it was kind of boring.
It's very Idaho-y.
That could be
It
it.
might be why.
But it might be because it's boring. I'm just chilling. I'm out
Yeah.
here hanging
Mm.
out. You know.
Did you do a lot of hunting at all?
Yeah. Never killed a fox.
Good.
Good.
You're not
So-
supposed to.
Good.
No.
It's just
Hey.
It just wouldn't be cool.
Do
It
they
wouldn't
even
be-
give you anything when you kill them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to.
Yeah. Well,
but you guys, that's one of the things you guys told me.
you
Well, we
can't-
don't hunt foxes, so
you
like I
can't-
didn't either.
Yeah.
kill dogs,
Good.
can you? Like the
No,
dogs that are in
no,
the stables.
No, you can
That's
make
true.
them. You can hurt
Yeah.
their feelings.
And also
though.
the thing that's really sad to me is like every animal, like once it dies, it just like poofs. But if your horse dies, it just lays there.
Really?
It doesn't poof.
Really?
You don't get anything from
It
it.
always is
It's just
there.
a dead horse.
and you can kill
It's
your horse.
really sad,
Dang,
dude.
I never even tried. to
My
kill
horse died once, and it broke my heart. But you can go to this one place where there's like basically like a fairy fountain, but it's a horse. It's absolutely horrifying.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, dude, with like that horse mask and it's like shaking and twitching
Oh,
and stuff
yeah,
at you.
yeah,
Oh,
yes,
dude, it's
You can
horrifying.
resurrect your
You
horse.
can resurrect your horse.
Oh, like Pet Cemetery.
I remember-
Basically, yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
I remember that.
All
That
right,
was,
what else?
That was my first day with Madeline. We went and saw Pet Cemetery.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've actually never seen that movie.
It's okay. It is another special.
Like the old one or the new one?
The new one. And then
Oh.
for Valentine's Day, like last year, I think Madeline bought the DVD because, cute thing, first date.
Uh-huh.
But it was the old one. We didn't even know until we started watching it. After like 20 minutes, we were like, I don't think this is
I don't
what we
remember
saw.
this.
Yeah, it's like
I like
way
the
different.
old one though.
The
Yeah.
old one is.
But you both like didn't want to admit that you don't remember what the movie was that you watched on your first date.
We're like, I think I remember this part.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, I swear the actor
Oh,
was
yeah.
that other guy.
Yeah.
That's in all the horror movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else, man? The Labyrinth. That was fun. I think what you get from the Labyrinth is the diamond cuirass or cutlass or whatever it's
Okay.
called that like protects you from, gives you guardian protection.
Okay, yeah.
You open the chest and then they all wake up and you're surrounded. It's super hard to
Mhm.
get out of there.
Yeah.
The Labyrinth wasn't too hard to solve. I remember that was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was an area where once I beat it, there's a big one walking around like the main area of the labyrinth in the center.
A big what?
Guardian, sorry.
Guardian?
Mm-hmm.
And I flew down there and I was like, I'm
Labyrinth's
gonna
very cool.
finally learn how to parry.
Wow.
But for some reason it wasn't working. I think it was like,
You just chop its legs
it's
off?
because it was raining and stormy, so I couldn't wield a metal shield.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I never chopped a leg off a Guardian.
That's the way to do it, man.
I try every time I try, I can't get the timing right because there's all like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It moved so quick.
Yeah. I can't do it. I'm bad at combat, so
Yeah.
that's probably.
I love combat. That's like one of my favorite parts about this game.
Yeah,
Did you
combat's
like
great.
combat?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun.
The parrying was just the hardest thing for sure, but yeah, I like it, man. There was another thing I was thinking about, but
Hey, it wouldn't be an episode of the Free Game Podcast if Justin didn't forget
if
something.
I didn't forget something, dude.
Yeah.
Let me just look at the map.
'Kay.
Because there was another really unique area I wanted to talk about.
Okay, here you go.
Oh, also, dude, it took me way longer than I should admit to learn the difference between Goron and Gerudo. I thought they were both gonna be big rock people. Like I was like, why is there like a Goron village
Yeah.
out here by the volcano when they're
Yeah.
from the desert?
Yeah. I was the same way when I was a kid. I
When
remember
you were a
like
kid.
yeah, like my brother would tell me like about Ocarina of Time. He would be like, yeah, I'm going to like the sands. That's where all the Gerudo people live.
Uh-huh.
And I'd like see these like weird ladies, and I'm like, why? This doesn't make any sense. I thought you said Gerudos. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so funny. Which
Yeah.
is your favorite of the 4 tribes?
Oh, I don't know, man. That's a good question. I don't know that I cared that much for the bird people. The fish people, their place probably looks the coolest.
So cool.
I mean, it's like Lord of the Rings level.
Zora's Domain is so
Yeah,
cool.
it is.
It's
pretty
by
cool.
far my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. I mean, look at our cat.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, just
Mifa.
look at her.
When I met Mifa, I was like, oh, that's Mifa.
Yeah.
And then when I beat the game and it was rolling the credits,
Uh-huh.
Mifa shows up. I'm like, that's Link's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then she was like, that's not Zelda. And so we had the whole like, well, okay.
Wait, you and
Oh,
Madeline?
Madeline?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And
yeah.
I was like, I was telling Madeline, I was like, that's Link's girlfriend. And she's like, Zelda? I was like, no. And she's like, oh, I thought it was Zelda with a hat on. Does not look like Zelda, dude. But, you know, she only saw a split second.
Yeah.
I was like, that's Mifa.
But now do you see like why it just would be kind of weird for Link and Zelda to like...
Yeah.
You
But
know?
I heard that Skyward Sword is
Yeah,
super
Skyward Sword is...
romantic between the two of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
that's a different timeline.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool how their relationship changes each game. Kind
Yeah.
Of thing.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
Skyward Sword one of those games that like some people claim as a Zelda game and then others are like, nah.
No, like everybody... I mean, it is a Zelda game. It just is.
Like,
But
and it is part of a different.
it's just part of a different timeline.
What's the one? I feel like there's one like Zelda spin-off that is that way. Which one am I thinking of?
Is it Hyrule
That people-
Warriors?
No. not
Link's
Hyrule
Awakening,
Warriors.
probably, right?
No.
Link's
it's
Awakening
like,
is a dream.
It's. Where's Toon Link from?
Toon Link is from Spirit Tracks and
Spirit
Phantom
Tracks.
Hourglass.
I'm thinking about Spirit Tracks.
Oh, yeah, that's a different timeline as well. It's
Yeah.
just weird.
Yeah,
It just doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's originally from what's it called? Wind Waker.
Oh.
Wind Waker's where Toon Link is actually from.
No, but I'm thinking of Spirit Tracks.
Okay, I have no idea what I was.
All right, well, did you like the
refer
game?
to. I love the game.
Did we overhype it?
No.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
No.
Nice. I was afraid that we were going to, and then I like after you left, I asked Sarah, I was like, did we overhype it? And she was like, it's Breath of the Wild, dude.
Yeah.
You can't overhype
There's
it.
no possible way that you
It's
can
true, man.
overhype
You
it.
can't. Oh, this is what I was talking about. The what's it called? There was a it's like a temple that's like half buried.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you have
dude.
to fight all the guardians.
You don't have to fight
No,
them
not
all.
fight them, but
That's
fly over them.
Isn't that the Forgotten Temple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I think that if you do this shrine
Mm-hmm.
after you've completed every shrine in the game,
Mm-hmm.
you get 3 pieces of armor that are like, I think that they're called like the Hylian armor set, which is Link's original armor set. So it's like the green armor set
yeah,
Really?
that's
from like
right.
Twilight Princess.
Wow.
You know, like he has like the big droopy hat
Mhm.
and like
Yeah.
like it's Link.
Yeah.
You know.
Dang.
So that's what you get for getting every shrine. And that's something that I think that people complain about with this game is that like it asks so much of you.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't, obviously, since you beat the game and you didn't get every shrine, you didn't get every Korok, right? But I think that for a lot of people there's this natural drive of like, well, if there's every Korok to get, then I need to get every Korok. Or
Uh-huh.
if there's 128 shrines, then that's how many I need to get.
And that's
Right.
how it was for me. That's
Yeah.
how it felt for me. But that's what I loved about the game.
Yeah.
Like I'm that kind of player. I feel like that's the kind of challenge that I want
Yeah.
out of a game is
Yeah.
to touch every single detail. In the game.
Yeah.
But I think some people feel that way and get frustrated by that.
Yeah. But
Oh.
I think that another thing that they get frustrated by is that the reward for what they do is lame. Like if you get every Korok seed,
Uh-huh.
you get a big golden piece of poop from Hesto. From
Okay.
Hesto. He gives you a big Korok seed, but it literally looks like a spiraling piece of poop. Like
Okay.
like a golden piece of
And
poop.
so it's like, hey, these things you've been collecting.
Yeah, you
Not
collected
what you
all 999 of them, and here's what you got for
Yeah,
it.
and you can't do anything with it.
Yeah, no, it's useless. But people
But you
got
get all
really
the
upset about
inventory
that.
space.
You get every inventory space, and also like you had fun collecting all the Koroks. That's what
your,
it was.
That's your
Your
reward.
reward
That
was
was
the
the game.
adventure.
Yeah,
You know,
Mhm.
that's what I like the shrines and everything.
Mhm.
Your reward is you have tons of hearts, you have tons of stamina. That's your reward.
So have you both found all the shrines?
yeah,
So how much hearts and stamina do you end up with?
a lot.
Tons.
That's
Like,
So, do
crazy.
you
I
want to
think
pass me
there's-
my Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab mine too because
Yeah.
I want to see
Let's all grab our Switches.
all the numbers.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 stamina wheels
Okay.
and like maybe like
Oh, I would
2
actually need the. So you open up yours and then I'll open up mine.
2 or 3 rows of hearts, full rows of
Yeah.
hearts.
Okay.
So
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of hearts.
I didn't even get that. Not even
yeah.
close to that.
Yeah.
So maybe
Which is
a
crazy
third
that you
was a
still
little-
beat Ganon, you know? Because like it probably felt like a bit of a challenge to fight Ganon, right?
Uh-huh.
To me, it wasn't a challenge at all because I had all the hearts, all the stamina, I had tons of food, I had the best
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah.
It just kind of was
He
a
said he
breeze.
didn't like Ganon as the boss in this game because it was not challenging enough. He was
Yeah.
expecting it to be a lot
Yeah.
So I
And
feel
you
like
had told me that as well. I'm not going to turn the sound off.
No, it's too good.
And okay, so here it shows. So I have almost 2
yeah.
stamina whales, 46. I don't know how to access that information except for the loading screen. You probably do
you
have to leave
get out of
area.
Hyrule Castle.
Oh.
Go ahead, just don't die.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't die, I promise. I've played this game before.
Yeah, the nice thing about I think for like I don't know, for someone I don't know if we're looking for much of a challenge in this game more than to just explore, but for someone who is looking for a big challenge, I feel like the way to go about Ganon as a boss is like kind of in the middle of everything, like not having
kind of rush it.
Yeah, exactly. Because then it is very challenging.
And then go back and just finish the game.
The thing is,
probably
like,
without the Divine Beast too, it's probably so.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would make it even more of a challenge.
So if this means anything,
Okay.
out of 100%
Okay.
of everything to get in the game,
Yeah.
you've gotten 16.37%.
That's so low, dude.
So
And I beat the game.
and you beat the game.
So and like that's the like you beat the game, but there is no shortage of what else you can do. You know,
Awesome.
like.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Here, I'm gonna put a marker onto Terrytown for you.
Did you find the Yiga clan hideout?
Yes.
How
yeah,
did
we
you
were talking
like
about that. I like that a lot. I went in there. I told Holden this actually. I went in there just with just brazen confidence, and I was like, I'm gonna exterminate this clan. I hate these guys. They're all gonna die. And of course, I didn't. I only killed a few of them
Yeah.
getting there, right? Because
Yeah.
after that, I mean, that one room where there's like 4 big ones, there's no.
No.
I mean, how could you even?
Yeah.
Maybe if I play this game to completion again, and I have 3 rows of hearts, 3 stamina wheel, all the best armor weapons, maybe I'll go back and try to.
Oh yeah.
No, can you even beat them?
You
if
can.
You
It's very, very, very hard.
Because I feel like the point of it, they definitely tried to make it like you're not gonna kill these guys.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
about that.
This is a stealth mission,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
Is there anything else you wanted to check out on here? Or can
But
put the
did
game
you
on
find
my
my
Switch?
stats of like
You
like
have.
how many shrines and?
I don't know if you can. Let's see. I'm just gonna travel to another shrine.
Go to the loading screen and say them really quick.
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go. So you have.
Wow.
That's the sound. That's the sound of traveling. You have. I don't know how many hearts. 2 orbs. You've done 46 shrines. You've gotten 51 Korok seeds, and you have 461 rupees.
Okay.
oh wow,
So how many
that
shrines
is not
did it say?
many rupees.
No,
Yeah.
no. I spent everything on bomb arrows and arrows for the final.
Okay, let me save this. I'm gonna pop it into my Switch,
Okay.
and we'll tell you
Okay.
my stats.
You don't even worry about saving it, man.
I saved it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't.
I don't
Wait,
know
should
where
we
you
do
took
your
me.
stats or my stats? How many did you
Do
get?
Holden's and then Sarah's.
I'll put mine out too then.
Sarah's a little bit more hardcore about this game than I am,
Yeah, good.
as it should be. All right,
Tears
here we
of the
go.
Kingdom, man, it's coming.
So not master mode, play in normal mode, yes. Master mode is crazy, by the way.
Okay.
It's very fun. But yeah, master mode is all the enemies have double the HP. They deal maybe not double. They deal double damage. I know that. They deal double damage.
Okay.
Their health slowly regenerates over time. And your weapons break faster. And what else? Oh, there's more enemies, and they're every enemy. So like every time that there's like a red enemy, they're blue immediately from the get-go.
Oh.
And the blue ones are silver,
Yeah,
and
they're
the
all-
silver ones are gold.
One level
Okay.
of difficulty
Yeah.
up.
Are there even
Yeah.
gold ones in
No.
normal mode?
So let's see here. I'm trying to remember how to do all this. So yeah, I have here. This is how much. This is how much armor you get.
Oh my Lanta, dude.
Like so many pieces of armor.
That's crazy.
That's all my weapons, all my bows. So these are Lionel bows. See how they like? They're-
There's the times 3.
They're wild, dude.
Savage.
Oh,
Lionel
I'm
bow.
doing something stupid right now. Yeah.
Yeah, just drop it.
And then tons of ingredients, food. And then, okay, so let's see. So I have 35,000 rupees.
Yeah, I think...
And this isn't meant to be like a flex or anything.
I probably held 10 to 15,000 rupees total in my entire playthrough.
Okay. And then I'm going to do a quick travel here, and I'm going to do what Sarah just did, which is screenshot it so that we can talk about it.
That's very smart.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that.
Rushing to,
Yeah.
every time.
All right, so here we go.
Did you say you got 10,000 rupees at one point?
No, not at one point. I think total throughout my whole playthrough, I touched 10 to 15,000 rupees.
Wow.
Maybe.
All right, so Sarah, let's you and I talk about this. I think that
Are we pretty close?
we're pretty close, but I have way more Koroks than you.
Oh,
so
you do.
We each have the same amount of hearts because you get 2 rows of hearts minus 2. Right?
Why?
That's just the way that it is. You get 2 rows of hearts, but not the last 2. I don't actually know.
I think it
why.
might be 2 full rows when you open up your menu. Or like
It
just
is.
in the
When you were playing, you had 2 full rows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and right
Okay.
here it's just like
3 stamina wheels.
Okay.
I have 0 spirit orbs because I've spent them all. 120 shrines because that's all that there is in the game.
Okay.
I have 496 Koroks.
I have 266. So yeah,
Nice.
Wow.
And
you
then
have
I have-
999.
Yeah, and I have 35,000 rupees, and she has 58,000 rupees.
And you've both gotten all 4 divine beasts.
Yep.
Yes, and here we can
wanna
talk
see.
about. I've played for 260 hours or more, which
Oh,
is
no.
insane.
Oh no. Hold on.
You'll be able to see it right there.
Oh, where?
385 hours.
At least.
Wow.
That is
A lot of hours. A lot of hours. Yeah, this is just like high school.
Found every Korok seed.
Yeah, this was just high school for for us.
Like
yeah.
one full
You know?
summer and then like my
Forgot about
escape.
that.
is-
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's great.
Here,
Oh, I'm at. Okay, what completion are you at?
I'm at 66%.
Oh, I'm at 47.
Isn't
So
that crazy?
I'm not
We've
even
put
half-
all this time
crazy,
in,
dude.
and we were only at 66%.
Wow.
So this game has a lot for you. There's a mic here. We're talking to
Yeah,
people right
yeah.
now.
We
I
got
kinda-
lost in the sauce.
I
for-
Yeah,
kinda
for a little bit
forgot
there.
for a sec.
But we highly recommend this game. Justin, what would you rate it out of 5?
5.
What would you rate it out of 10?
9.5.
Really?
No, probably 10.
Nice.
I mean, if the only reason not to love and get this game is if you don't like Zelda games.
Even then, it's different than Zelda games.
Because
If
I
you
had
don't
never
like,
played a
that's
Zelda
true.
game before
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I mean,
it's worth a try.
is it not okay? I know it's not Holden. I know it's not your favorite Zelda game,
Yeah.
but is it the best Zelda game?
It is the best Zelda game.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's
There
not my
you have it,
favorite.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you have it. It's the best Zelda game. We're looking forward to Tears of the Kingdom coming out. I'm so glad that you were able to play through this game and beat it
I know, dude.
before Tears of the Kingdom came out. And then
16% completion.
now with Tears of the Kingdom, you can take your time. You don't have to rush to beating the
Dude,
game.
I'm gonna try to beat Sarah's time on Breath of the Wild.
Oh, dude. That would be
You're
awesome.
Like, good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm going to put 1,000 hours into
You're
this
gonna
game.
play Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild
At the same time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is that it? Are we
That's
done?
it, dude.
All right.
Nice.
That's Breath of the Wild. We're gearing up for Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Big. This was such a long time coming. Dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So great, man.
Yep.
Love this game.
Yep.
Nice.
And before Kibo takes us out,
Okay.
we have an envelope over there with some really important information, or just interesting information
Okay.
that we think that you should see.
Important.
I'm a little nervous.
You're nervous?
Yeah. Of course. It's a manila one, too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So just
This is business.
yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Just open it up and check out what's inside of it.
Tell us what you
And bring
see.
it out and tell us
Okay.
what
So
you
there's a
see.
smaller envelope inside.
No, not a smaller envelope.
Oh. You're like, no, you didn't
No,
get it.
you don't understand what it
Okay.
is.
No way.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
we're serious.
Oh my gosh. Dude,
I'm gonna stop
really?
it right there.
Hey, free game, talking gaming day and night. This the show that you've been missing, guaranteed to get you hyped. Up, down, left, start. Better charge up your controller. The show is taking over with Justin and with Holden. Hey, phase 10, Halo Reach, Magic the Gathering. Plenty games we talking, cause that's what we got a passion in. Hey, restart, run it back, let's play like we in the arcade. Homie, this is free game, let's go.